You gotta grab a gun!
You get triggered because it has Charlie on, right?
Because he was a racist! Because he was a misogynist! And that means that you are too!
Who are you gonna kill?
Nazis.
Who do you define as a Nazi?
There will be violence.
Yep.
Yes. I hope that I see the obituary that we're all waiting for tomorrow. That's what I hope for.
Coming up, we got the most peaceful No Kings protesters because liberals are convinced that since no Trump supporters were stabbed or shot or murdered over the weekend, therefore they are still the party of love and definitely not violent. Please make sure that you are subscribed as we witness some of their most peaceful moments. One of the clips that went the most viral over the weekend was a teacher in Chicago who was so triggered by some Republicans hanging the Trump flag out of their truck that it elicited this reaction in her.
Hey! You ever heard of Ozempic, you fat ass? Hey! You ever heard of Ozempic, you fat ass?
It's actually incredibly convenient that she is acting out what everybody there actually believes. This is a group of people who was chanting for the assassination of Donald Trump. They are incredibly hateful. And I went to the No Kings protest in Denver, and I forgot to give a visit to my friends, the Denver communists. Actually, they are not my friends, but this picture is going viral because they had a sign that said, "Charlie Kirk had it coming, change my mind." Absolutely disgusting. These are some of the most intolerant people who disguise themselves as tolerant. It's ridiculous. This lady has blown her joint smoke in my face. They hate questions and they hate America. And so it doesn't make sense why they live here. I don't get it. Another thing that has been incredibly peaceful about these protests is their wonderful motivational speeches. Not. Listen to this guy.
You gotta grab a gun! We gotta turn around the guns on this fascist system. These ICE agents gotta get shot and wiped out. The state machinery, that's a full display right there, has to get wiped out. These ICE agents gotta get shot and wiped out. The state machinery.
Encouraging people to grab a gun and shoot ICE agents. Liberals don't believe that that's violence because they actually think, they legitimately believe that it is justified. It is absolute insanity. It is just scary the way that some of these disgusting people think. Look at how this guy decided to show up. How could you show up like this? I'm going to pull a Greta Thunberg and literally say, how dare you? How dare you look so incredibly stupid? Honestly, this makes me so angry. This guy, he works at Pizza Hut, probably not going to be working there for much longer. Disgusting. This kind of stuff, it makes me angry. And that is the reason why there's no point in conversation. And I know that it's always been that way. It's kind of like you can't really change somebody's mind because they're so set in their beliefs. But at least to have some type of communication, we used to have that. But it's way past that at this point because we know who these people are. They are the type of people to celebrate a murder. It's disgusting.
Who are you gonna kill?
Nazis.
Who do you define as a Nazi?
What do you mean? It's pretty...
In this context, who's a Nazi?
Stephen Miller's a Nazi.
So you're gonna kill Stephen Miller?
If I had the chance, yeah, I would.
I don't know if that's something I'd say on camera, bro.
And it is so funny that they help each other to not appear on camera. They're like, oh, no, just don't say anything because there's a very high likelihood that they're going to say something just as stupid as that. That is the reason why a lot of them don't want to talk to you because all they have to say is a bunch of stupid stuff. This guy just said that he wants to do that to Stephen Miller. I also heard people in Denver chanting that they wanted to get rid of him and stuff like that. And by the way, when they're chanting 8647, they're actively calling for the assassination of Donald Trump. This used to be a crime. And it still is, but I don't know if it's just because there's too many of them that nothing is being done about it. I mean, and when she's like, who's a Nazi? To him, it's probably anybody who disagrees with him. We saw a lot of people at these protests not even be able to give any type of explanation as to what a Nazi is. It's just anybody who disagrees with them. They're sick. They're actually sick. I think that they enjoy killing. It's weird.
Can you say that?
Can I say it?
Yeah. why can't anybody seem to actually kill the president? Because no one's been successful and good presidents are dead.
Do you endorse political violence?
No. I encourage thought-provoking questions. Like, why is that actually going on in 2025 where someone can't even manage to do that to our president?
Okay. All right. It's like, what? Do you hear yourself? Sometimes it could be useful to make a video of yourself talking and play it back, or write it down to see if there's any inconsistencies in the things that you are saying, lady. She's like, no, I don't believe in political violence. I just believe that we should kill the president. I'm losing it.
Get this man out of here now. But if that doesn't happen, and we're not promoting it for 1 second, but if that doesn't happen, there will be violence. Yes. And these people had the opportunity to stop it. And they didn't.
She's literally threatening violence. I mean, it's like a lot of people say Antifa, you know, it's an idea. And even though it's an organization and they're well funded, they have many supplies. The thing that drives me crazy is that liberals seem to just be going so far down that it's like they begin to look the same. They encourage the same things. They love violence. And it's weird how they try to justify their violence. They're like, well, you guys are so bad. You guys are such a threat to democracy that we have to kill you. It's like they actually believe that. And it's so hypocritical.
Round them all up, put them in a big room that kind of looks like it could be a gas chamber. Don't actually do anything to them. They'll be fine. Don't gas chamber them, but just put them in a room and tell them that's what you're gonna fucking do to them. Watch them all cry like the little baby back.
It's just really weird because they hate anybody who sides with the MAGA movement or Donald Trump. They hate Trump the most, and they want to kill him and the people in his cabinet as their main priority. So average Trump supporters, they might not care that much about, but they do assume a whole lot of incredibly hateful things about them without knowing the first thing about them. As soon as they get an idea that you could be a Trump supporter, you're immediately labeled as a Nazi, as a racist, as a bigot, and therefore it is justified to punch you. I mean, they can have their free speech, but you're not allowed to ask them questions. You're not allowed to mock them. And at the last protest, I really went out there just thinking like, you know, I say a whole lot of things on these videos that I haven't actually said to liberals. I mock their chants. So how are they going to reply if I did that to them and exercise my own free speech? And of course, I was like pushed and my hat was knocked off. And yeah, I was asking for it. And yeah, I was just trying to rile everybody up. Of course, because I'm saying what I actually believe. It's like you guys think that I'm just a racist because I wear a red hat. Well, I think that you guys are incredibly intolerant. And I mean, that was proven to be true. Take this sign, for example. I wish he hadn't had turned his head. I wish that you didn't write that. I wish that there was no need for it. And look at this kid. I'm pretty sure this was in Portland, who it's a child, okay? And somebody took the time to create a Donald Trump piñata. How pathetic do you have to be?
What the hell?
So again, we're supposed to believe, oh, that's so cute. This is the party of love. It's just so funny. It's not funny. The liberals have the sickest humor you could possibly think of. They actually think that everyone's just supposed to be like, oh, it's just a joke. We're just supposed to take this lightheartedly. When we all know the truth that they're just little by little desensitizing their own party to murder and violence. And they're just trying to encourage each other to commit violence against more people. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is an older gentleman, and he is dressed like Tyler Robinson, the man who shot Charlie Kirk. Why would you do that? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. And again, they say that their violence is justified. Oh, because Charlie Kirk, he was such a bad person. And all these Trump supporters, they're all bad people, apparently, to them. Yet they don't listen to them. They see a sign like for Charlie and freak out.
You get triggered because it has Charlie on there, right?
Because he was a racist, because he was a misogynist, and that means that you are too, because you support him. Get out! Get out of here! He hated people. Yeah.
That's the thing that honestly kind of annoys me the most about these protests is that because they have a date that is dedicated to their event, they think that nobody else is allowed there, that it is a day reserved for them, that they rented out all of downtown for them that day. And so anybody who comes in with a For Charlie shirt is no longer welcomed in the city where they also pay taxes, in the cities where they also reside. They're Americans. I mean, these people will fight for illegal immigrants to stay in the United States, and criminals, for the most part, they continuously defend them. I don't even think a lot of just normal illegals have been deported yet because they're starting with the criminals, but they will defend illegal criminals and say they're allowed to stay in our country. But when Americans go to our streets or try to walk down a sidewalk, then they are yelled at, they're pushed, and they're harassed, and they're told to get away. This is not your place. They are like gangsters to some extent, trying to claim territory and say, this is ours, and nobody else is allowed here.
8647, explain it to me. I like the colors.
Kill the son of a bitch.
Kill who?
He's 47th president.
Really? What's your name?
Dick Safer.
Glad we got that on camera. You know that's illegal, right? You don't threaten the president. You don't threaten anybody. But that's the problem with your guys' side. You guys get so emotional, you feel you need to threaten people. But don't worry, we're spreading love, and we're going to fix it.
Fuck you guys.
We appreciate you. God bless. God bless you. God bless.
This guy just told them that he wants the president to be K-word. It's just blows my mind. It's kind of like, how can you be so confident in saying those things? It kind of reminds me as to when we saw videos of a tornado happening. I don't remember what state it was, but then a bunch of people rushed into the store and stole a bunch of stuff. And they saw themselves being recorded, but they just simply didn't care because they knew nothing was going to be done about it. That's kind of what this reminds me of, that they have just gotten so brave with their disgusting behavior, wearing shirts like politicians don't die like they used to. Is there not a line when free speech is no longer free speech, but it's a threat? It's a crime, especially when it's done to the president, okay?
You came out on your birthday, you thought it was important. Tell me why.
Absolutely, because I have two little boys who deserve a bright future of freedom and democracy. And this is a nightmare that I'm living in. And I'm here to make a difference and to be loud and proud. And there's no other way I'd want to celebrate my birthday than with my parents and my best friend fighting for our country.
So, okay, so for a birthday present, what do you hope happens? You know, you wake up tomorrow morning.
I hope that I see the obituary that we're all waiting for tomorrow. That's what I hope for.
Oh, interesting.
We're seeing that President Trump is dead?
Yes, absolutely.
We just hear these things so many times that it's like, if they were all to be as sincere with their thoughts as this lady is, all of them would say that. I mean, that's the reason why they're there. I mean, nothing has changed. They have done these No Kings protests in the past, and Donald Trump is still the president, and nothing's changing. So there's no point of these that I see other than them trying to rile each other up. And I don't know. It seems like they're trying to encourage somebody to try. The truth is that no matter who is president, it's not going to change how these people feel because they don't want a president. They don't want an institution at all. They want just complete anarchy. They want complete chaos. If Kamala Harris would have won before the election, I thought that it was going to be rigged and I thought that she was going to win. I told myself, I'm just going to move on with my life. Maybe I won't make political content. Maybe I'll do something else. I'll figure something out. We're going to be okay. We're going to make it work. But it's not like we would just take to the streets and protest every single day, because at some point you have to submit a vote for yourself. You have to take personal accountability. No matter who is the president, We are fortunate to live in this country. And of course, I understand how it's overwhelming and it's a lot of pressure to keep the United States as a world power. But if you want to live in a third world country, there are plenty of them out there. It is our duty to make America great again, to keep America great. And I believe that Trump supporters all around the country are fighting to do exactly that. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I'll see you next time. Bye.